this is a game that the public is split on. They don't know who's going to win.
I want a home game again in the second round.
But I think that the Packers are winning this. I think the Packers have outplayed the Bears in both matchups. The Bears won the second matchup.
You just don't win.
Yeah, you don't win.
They outplayed them, for sure.
You look at
to outplay somebody, you have to win.
Fair point.
No, you could outplay somebody.
I think eventually,
and lose
at some point.
The Colts outplayed the Rams, and the Rams beat them.
Sounds like you did not play them.
But they did.
You look at the yards totals. The Packers had more yards than the Bears. The Bears had less than 250 total yards on the day, even without Micah Parsons, which that's the big story, right? That the Packers don't have Micah Parsons. The Packers defense was able to neutralize Chicago's offense. And really until the onside kick recovery, Chicago couldn't do anything offensively. So I trust Jeff Hafley to scheme up something well. And Week 18 gave me some hope for this defense with those young guys coming in, some rookie edge rushers, Baron Sorrell and Colin, I'm forgetting his last name. They were awesome. They brought some real juice to the defensive line. And I think that if they showed anything in Week 18 they could translate into the wild card, that's going to be a huge boost for the pass rush. And Trayvon Diggs played really well. And Trayvon Diggs adds a body to the secondary, especially in this scheme, being a zone corner, having eyes on the quarterback, not having to follow receivers. I trust him more in that type of environment with not as much pressure on him. But this is about Jordan Love being healthy. The Packers have been playing for this matchup for 2 weeks now. They have been resting their starters. They have been making sure that they're 100% healthy as they can possibly be heading into the NFL playoffs. And Green Bay is going to win this matchup, and they're going to move on in the playoffs.
I got no notes.
You saw a couple Packers players was like they want to play Chicago or Philly.
They want to play both. I mean, we want to beat both.
I definitely don't think Joel feels that way in his heart. However, I'm with him. I think Green Bay goes out there and plays one of their best games.
I do want Green Bay to win for sure.
I know you want to see them, and I get it. I wouldn't want to see the Bears after what they did to you guys.
I just don't want to play on the road. We're undefeated at home.
It's one of the best home field advantages that there is.
CJ Gardner-Johnson might not play.
That's why I wish we got the second team. You know?
I got hurt in Week 18.
I got hurt towards the end of the game, too.
I do think we see something relative to what we saw the first time with Jordan Love and Christian Watson. Christian Watson has been amazing this season. I mean, one of my favorite stories has been watching him get back to 100% and just be an immediate impact player. I'm hopeful Jordan Love is at 100%. Like you mentioned, Joel, they've been planning for him to come back. And he said that he was actually felt confident, good enough to go out there versus Baltimore. But they wanted to hold him, give him one more game. And Malik went out there and he played a pretty amazing game. This Packers offense has been one of the most efficient offenses all season long. And that's been without Josh Jacobs really being the main guy like we saw last year. It's really been the passing offense that has elevated him this way. And it's been between the connection that we've seen from Jordan Love to Christian Watson. I think that's the difference in this game. I do expect the Bears to come out and put together a dominant showing on the ground because that's what they've shown. But last 2 times they matched up, Green Bay did a really strong job of limiting the run by Chicago, which not many teams have been able to do because that Chicago run offense is really, really great. But I do think Chicago's road ends here. I'm going Green Bay.
Hey,
who you got, Riff?
Chips on the table, huh? Chips on the fucking table. Honestly, this is great for the sport. Chicago, Green Bay, one of the most, old school, stories in NFL history. One of the greatest rivalries in NFL history. As old as, Martin Luther King for real. Like this rivalry goes way back.
The last time the Packers won a Super Bowl, they beat Chicago in the playoffs. And
you're still holding on.
Chicago actually won the NFC North that year.
There you go.
Too.
You're still holding on to that dream. You'll wake up eventually. But, this is a great one. I am rooting my ass off in a hateful manner for Green Bay. I am. First, obviously, we got to handle business, but I'm definitely rooting for Green Bay. I think Chicago wins this game, though. I think you mentioned it. You feel like Green Bay has outplayed them twice in their first 2 matchups. I'm not going to really push back on that too much, but it's something about a team that's due, Dels. And, one of your favorite lines is a team is due. And why does it feel like Chicago is due to own
back-to-back L's?
Bay? Actually, the last time
they tried really hard to beat the Lions, too.
The last time they won was Chicago.
Say that again?
Who? Green Bay? That's what you just said.
Yeah, and the last time Chicago won was Green Bay.
They lost the last 2 games.
Yeah, so both of them are looking for a W. So it's honestly,
If I'm not mistaken,
it's bittersweet.
if the Packers win, they're going to go into Seattle and they're going to play them. 7th versus the 1 seed.
No, I don't think so.
No, that would happen, yeah. Because they're the lowest seed.
Oh yeah, facts.
If
3
the
seeds,
if the Bears win, I'm expecting the Rams and the Eagles to win their matchups, which means that the Rams would go to Seattle and the Bears would play the Eagles. If the Packers win, then the Eagles would play the Rams in the first round.
I'm fine either way.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's between playing the Bears or the Rams in the first round. I think for the Eagles, it's pretty comfortably who you want to play.
No.
Who you want to play between the two.
It has actually nothing to do with who we want to play with either one.
Well, you'd rather play the Bears, right?
No, it's where we want to be.
You would be at home in both.
You'd rather
No, you
no,
wouldn't.
actually
You'd be
not.
Chicago would be home.
You'd be at home versus the Rams.
Yeah.
You'd rather be on the road in Chicago than home against the Rams.
No, I'd rather be home against the Rams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got Chicago in this game. I think Joel, like you could say Green Bay has outplayed them. The first game came down to the last play. The second game, they walked it off in overtime. Like, if you're outplaying them and it comes down to the last plays on both times, I guess so.
Jordan Love got hurt in that game too.
He did for sure. Malik
definitely
Willis
did.
was also fucking flawless and played probably just as good as Jordan Love
Well, he
would
missed
have.
a Christian Watson touchdown, so
For sure.
The
Just
Bears
driving
flawless
them not
40
being
minutes
against the
score.
Ravens, he was flawless.
The Bears offense also did nothing that whole game until the last 2 drives of the game, which credit
that's what
gotta
it is.
have
It's
it.
kind of what Chicago's done all year long. They've had, they're averaging 140 rushing yards per game in these 2 games against them. Caleb Williams could get out and get mobile. I liked Chicago. They're ahead of schedule, but they got stuff on both sides of the ball. They're going to turn you over defensively. They're clutch offensively. Caleb Williams can make any throw on the field. He is impossible to sack. You have 2 running backs that you love, a receiving core. I'm not sure what Roma Dunze's status is. Even if he doesn't play, Colson Loveland and Luther Burden have been breaking out these last couple of weeks, so I feel really confident about what this receiver room does. Yeah, Monungai and
love
Swift.
Monungai.
Swift has been
You love
fucking
Swift?
awesome this
Bro,
year, dude.
Swift has
He's been
been
so
one
good.
of the better stories of the
Love
season
Swift.
too.
Yeah, Swift this year on this Bears team, I love him. Yes.
Okay. I'm just
Anything
asking.
beyond that,
I'm
before
asking.
that or after
I'm
that,
asking.
I don't know.
I'm just
right now,
asking.
I love DeAndre
Just
Swift.
asking a question.
So it's gonna be a great game.
I've been a Swift truther.
Listen, the first 2 games of Bears Packers have been 2 of the best games of the season. First game, Caleb throws the interception. Second game, he throws the 50-yard bomb touchdown to walk it off. So you've gotten both sides if you've been a Chicago or a Packers fan. So I'm really excited for this game. I got Chicago though.
How confident are you?
I'm pretty confident.
Like, give me a scale, 1 to 10.
70% confident that the Packers win.
1 to 10.
I think the Packers, 7. You could multiply
Do
by
math,
10.
yeah.
I think the Packers are a better football team. I think that
Even without Micah.
even without Micah, even without Tucker Craft, I mean, if we were healthy, we're clearly better. We're the best
Type
team
shit.
in the NFC if we're fully healthy.